Tonight's episode is brought to you by the Be Real Podcast Network. For more episodes like this, go to BREELnetwork.com. Enjoy the show.
Fatality.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another special episode of PodPast.
Oh,
Hi, this is Jordan, along with my brother Brandon. How you doing?
hi, I'm Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
I'm brother Brandon.
Your brother Brandon. That's what I always tell people. Is brother Brandon.
Brother Brandon.
Brother Brandon. Are you drinking my Coors?
You said I could have one.
I did not, sir.
We were tossing the pigskin out there in the back, and it was a subliminal message. Right when you were passing, I was like, I'm gonna get a Coors,
Yeah,
and you nodded your head,
sure.
so I just assumed.
By the way, this episode's sponsored by Coors Light.
Next week will be Mercedes-Benz.
That'll be great. That'll be great. Live at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
During the Mercedes-Benz 2016 car show, where they introduced our new car for the year, and we're gonna be right there, sponsored, right there in the masthead, PodPast.
With a new lady. Our
Right,
picture on each boobie.
Who is holding a Big Mac from McDonald's?
Oh, my God. It has to be a fucking large fry. Sponsor.
Well, no. She can't handle the entire meal. She just needs the sandwich.
Gotcha. Podcast
what I mean?
sponsored by McDonald's.
Right.
Yes. So
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it
Yeah.
because the chicken is authentic, real chicken now, like it wasn't before.
Well, shh.
Yeah.
We don't talk. Come on now. We don't want to lose the sponsorship. We can't talk about things like that.
True, we can. I have a new e-cigarette, so it's not gonna be as loud today because man, I was tweaking. Because quitting smoking is, besides having a child, the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. So.
I doubt that.
Okay.
I think the hardest thing to survive is a full game session of Monopoly.
I've never played a full game session of Monopoly.
Exactly.
Well, who has?
Precisely.
Exactly. So, Brandon's episode is today. And
No, this is me?
Yeah, this is you.
Oh, man, I'm so unprepared.
You have nothing?
I have nothing.
You have nothing! Nothing!
No, I do.
What do you have for us today, Brandon? What do we have to discuss? Because I'm sure we have a lot of things to discuss.
Well,
Fuck me.
by the time this episode gets released, it'll be during the weekend of Halloween, the weekend before Halloween, since Halloween falls on a godforsaken Monday this year.
Yeah, well, we don't have that day off, which, you know.
Well, I do, because I'm on vacation. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it.
Continue.
So, I was thinking, you know what? What'd be really cool is, since this show's all about the past and what, essentially getting to know us as individuals and how other people connected, I thought, you know what? Let's do an episode about what Halloween means to us.
Okay, Halloween means to us.
What it meant to us as kids.
Uh-huh.
How we've seen it already make somewhat of a cultural shift into what it is now.
Okay.
Whether or not it even did shift, maybe we're becoming
Old and senile.
old men, you know, and it's like, goddamn kids and their hula hoops.
Yes, Pac-Man video games and their Nintendo.
Those slinkies.
Oh, god damn it.
And those Legos, everyone steps on them. Everyone steps on a Lego.
That's a very good old man voice. I can't do that old man voice. So
Lego my Lego.
Not really. Okay.
Oh, well, we're all sponsored by
What? God, we're just rolling in the money, aren't we? We're
sponsored by Lego and Ego.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, man.
It's a big thing. You're
Blowing your nose with a $100 bill now.
Yeah.
I used to see it just in the movies.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, like, man, that has to be amazing.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, we might as well share the story how you and I went to Menards and you and I both each got a 24 karat gold toilet. I mean.
Yeah. Well, it's just the sponsorship, bro.
Yeah, it happens. You know that we're recording in my garage bar that we call the Cheesehead.
Right.
Because I'm a Packers fan and.
Well, we want to seem authentic.
Yeah.
We care about the little guy.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly, even though that everything's rigged. So, Halloween. Halloween. We're talking about it.
Spooky skeletons.
Yeah.
And candy and costumes and...
Ghost. Scary ghost.
Just October in general.
Yeah.
Like, the moment October 1st hits, your mind just immediately goes to spookiness. You're just like, oh yeah, I gotta watch every goddamn horror movie ever made.
Sure.
I gotta eat as much fucking candy as possible.
Sure. Yeah.
At least for me, like the moment October 1st hits, my wife and I were huge Halloween fans. October is our month, and we always take a vacation together during the last week to enjoy the Halloween, the real height of the spirit of Halloween.
Sure.
And yeah, man, the moment the first hits, we're just like, okay.
Yeah.
The year is awesome.
You like that?
Oh yeah.
I'm more of a May, June, July kind of guy. So, but that's okay.
You're a summer breeze.
Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Wasted away in Margaritaville. No, I'm enjoying this October because we're in Northwest Ohio and I'm in a polo and basketball shorts, so I'm enjoying that.
It's fucking weird.
It's beautiful. I was in a corn maze today with Riley, my month-old daughter, and my wife.
You guys did a corn maze.
Yeah, we got lost, and Gina started to hyperventilate. She's like, oh my god, and I was like, Gina, it's daytime, and I know you're little, but I can see you over the corn stalks. There's the road. But anyway, so
that's amazing. Like already, right there, you guys, like, when else is there an available time to do a corn maze? You know what I mean? That's just a staple of not only October but Halloween, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's like the harvest mentality, the last bit of celebration before dipping into the winter months. And,
yeah. Well, I'm just glad that we, especially with the town that we live in, you and I have surpassed the lottery. So we're fine. Because we're too old now. We're over the age of 24, so we're okay.
Did you just quote the short story, The Lottery?
Yes, I did because
wow.
because of the harvest, sacrifice.
Yeah.
And we are both over the age of 24, so we're good.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It's one of my favorite stories, actually.
It is very good.
I really love that story.
The Hunger Games kind of modeled a little bit off of it.
Yeah, Hunger Games also, the writer said that she never heard of a movie or a book called Battle Royale, but clearly she did. I mean, come on.
It's like, come on, lady.
Come on now. Come on.
Come on, lady. Daddy
wasn't there. So, Halloween, huh? For me as a kid, Halloween's different than what it is now as an adult. When I was a kid, it was scary movies and costumes and trick-or-treating and candy, like any little kid.
Yeah.
Now it's, what bar can I go to see the sluttiest cheerleader?
Yeah, see, well...
For me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a perv.
Well, that's true.
I mean...
And see, like, here's the thing, and I don't know if it's just this year, or if I'm just finally paying attention. It could be anything. I don't know. But for the longest time, through my, late teens, early 20s, seeping into the mid-20s, like, it was the same thing for me. Every Halloween, my wife and I, we just talked about it today, actually. We were like, previous years have just been so boring. It's just the usual sluttiness.
Sure.
And the typical zombie.
Sure.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Year after year after year. Whereas this year, finally, we went to Spirit of Halloween today, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Halloween store in the city, yeah.
Yeah. And what was great about it was it was traditional Halloween again. Like, everything represented the ghoul, the haunted house, the eerie music, the animatronic gravestone that's wiggling, simulating a corpse that's trying to get out.
So you're saying that the slutty Halloween is kind of going away?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, like in terms of slutty outfits, there was just one section.
Yeah.
It didn't take over a whole half of the store like it usually did.
Sure, yeah.
And we were like, whoa, is the traditional sense of Halloween coming back? And I know everything has its stage.
Yeah.
Like, one could make the example of superhero movies right now. The bubble will burst, right. And there'll be a time where we won't see many superhero movies. But then, fast forward another 10 years, we're going to start seeing them again because it's the ups and downs of culture.
It's what
culture.
people grew up with.
Right.
I mean, and then, of course, 20 years later, two douches in a garage do a podcast about how awesome the 90s was.
Well...
I just say, you're dry.
Yeah, I am.
So Brain has to go get himself another brewski.
I'll pause just for a moment.
But I will say, for me, though, I had a tradition for Halloween, I would say from the ages of 11 until oh God, I would say probably 17. 11 to 17, I had a tradition. We had mostly it was mostly in junior high and high school is when the tradition really started to go for me.
Okay.
And we always had a homecoming dance, and the homecoming dance is usually like the week or two before Halloween.
Right.
So I had a tradition. The day of the dance, I would wake up in the morning, like at 7 or 8, and I would watch in order. I would watch Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Okay.
I would watch Jason Takes Manhattan.
Oh God.
I would watch Halloween, the original. And then I would also watch The Blob, The Fly. And then I would end the day before I go to the dance with my favorite, Pet Sematary 2.
Oh.
Yeah, because, you know, the song, I want to die just like Jesus Christ. You know, and but yeah, so that was my, I mean, that's what I did. And like some years I got a little festive, you know, sometimes I got The Thing.
Right.
You know, or I would get, oh God, maybe a Frankenstein once in a while. But Mary Shelley's the one that came out in '94. You know, like.
Oh, okay, with Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Like, so like that's what I did. Like the day of the homecoming dance, which would always be on a Saturday. You know, I would always watch these movies all day.
Right.
That was kind of like my pre-Halloween tradition because at that time in high school I kind of got out of trick or treating. Well, yeah, because from the age...
I mean, I can understand trick or treating. Yeah.
So like at that time, when everybody's trick or treating stuff, we'd be at the homecoming dance or whatever, and we would, you know,
shake your tail feathers.
Yeah. I mean, like Little John with Get Low was popular at the time.
Now, was this? See, now, here's what I wish, and my high school never did it. Here's something I wish our school would have done.
Yeah.
Dances were cool, mostly because there was free food for me. But what I wish my school would have done, and it seems like your school probably didn't do it, but I wish there was a costume dance.
Well, I mean, they could. I mean, like people said that you could.
Yeah.
But we grew up, we meaning me and my other peers, my peers and I, because you are 3 years younger.
Yeah.
We grew up in the Little John hip hop area, so girls would dress up slutty in junior high school.
Man, that's
you know.
a shame.
So I mean, like we wouldn't, you know.
Yeah.
You know, in college that turned into the CEOs and hoes parties. So.
CEOs and hoes.
Yes.
Oh.
There's pictures of me.
The human race, everybody.
There's pictures of me as a CEO with 2 hoes on the internet somewhere from college, drinking a Natty Light. Oh yeah.
See, like that. That's. I mean, I have nothing against, you know, the slutty costumes. I really don't. I mean,
sure.
I mean, it's a personal choice. You dress how you want to dress, but man, it's like it almost just takes away Halloween itself, because every holiday, if you think about it, can be associated with being slutty. Like there's even, when Christmas comes around, there's even like Mrs. Claus in a sexy skirt.
Nice.
You know, and it's like, come on, man.
Sexy Easter bunny.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
but I guess in that sense, though, I guess if any holiday has the authority and the audacity to take it to sluttiness,
yeah,
I guess Halloween would really be the only holiday that fits into that.
Sure.
Other than Valentine's.
But here's the thing that goes with nostalgia, though. I think Halloween is starting to fall into that category of kidified, like Christmas. And what I mean by that is, yeah, like you went to a Halloween sort of day with your wife, and there's a lot of scary stuff and whatnot, decorations and what have you.
Right.
But still, it's very kidified compared to if you, like, for example, next Saturday, my wife and I are going to a Halloween costume party at somebody's house, and we already know what we're going to expect. Spiked punch, you know, a lot of alcohol, slutty costumes. Nobody's going to come in there scary. I'm going as a one-night stand, literally.
What's that costume entail?
It is literally a nightstand, and the top of my head is a lampshade.
Gotcha.
And on top of the stand, there's like cigarettes, condoms, and stuff, you know, and it's one night stand.
Where'd you find that thing? Are you gonna make it?
No, at the Spirit Halloween. I'm gonna buy it this week.
Gotcha.
I mean, I also saw Super Sperm. 1 year, Gina went as a beer wench.
Beer wench.
And I went as a keg of beer. And the top of my head actually was a keg.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So, like, that's what I think the difference is, that when you're a kid, you want to go scary or you want to go to your favorite superhero or whatever. As an adult, you either go with something funny or something slutty. And that's, I think, the big difference. But when I was a kid, I was different because my Halloween costumes, I mean, when I was really little, my mom would make them.
Right.
I mean, she would make me as Daniel Boone, Peter Pan.
Daniel Boone.
Daniel Boone,
classic
man.
Boone.
And here's the thing, though. Ask Dad this tonight. This is true. Back in the day, they don't do it, I don't think, anymore, but the fire hall in our town used to do a Halloween costume contest. The day of trick-or-treating, at the end of the night, when you're done everybody in town went to the fire hall, and they had a contest. And I won every year for like 5 years in a row.
Collusion.
Collusion? Well, this was before even Dad was in a fire department.
Okay.
I mean, like the last 2 years, maybe. But, it was just because my mom made them all. She was big into that. Mm-hmm. But then when I got older, I was, the Crow. I was Batman. I was an alien. I was Ghostface.
Right.
So. But yeah, Halloween was,
I don't know. Like, for me, still to this day, I came across the costume I really wanted, which I don't even think we're going to be able to go to any costume party, so I don't even know why I need it.
But you want it.
But I want it.
Yeah.
There's this thing called Big Frank, and the mask is the Frankenstein's monster.
Sure.
Huge and cartoonish, like very cartoonish, and he's like a 1940s club singer. Nice. And the shoulder pads come with inflatable pads, so it makes the shoulders real hunchy. Comes with the torn up jacket and pants and green socks and.
Yeah, that's probably like $100 costume.
No. $60.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Because that's one thing I've noticed too. Halloween costumes are pretty expensive because the one night stand one is like $45. So that's why I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm thinking, even though we're not going to any parties, because we're lame and we're shut-ins, but I think I'm still gonna get it, for the fact that in case we do get invited one day.
You can go to my work one. You'll love that. There's some people.
Who do we know?
Me, Gina. The three guys that I'm not going to say their names on air. The three guys that I brung over here that you've met before. And the boss man that we all love.
Well, we're not invited, so that'd be awkward.
No, don't worry. Just show up. You are a light plug and she's a light socket.
Oh.
You get that?
I get it.
Or, your ketchup, she's mustard. Or I'm surprised nobody's doing it as the sausage party. The girl comes as the bun. You go as the Frank.
There is one outfit that my wife and I would love to do one day.
Yeah.
And it's the green monkeys from Legends of the Hidden Temple. Her and I want to get the full get-up.
Oh, my God, yeah.
The golden helmet.
Yeah.
The knee and elbow pads. And have the actual Legends of the Hidden Temple medallion over our necks and the green shirts. All of that's available on Amazon.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, God, don't even get me started because the whole show can be about Legends of the Hidden Temple. I mean,
what? Okay, so what's the earliest costume you can remember?
Mine would have been Peter Pan, I think.
Peter Pan.
And I was probably maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe.
Mine that I can fully remember was, I think I was 7, and I was a lumberjack, morphing into a werewolf. No. So I had the flannel. Oh God.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that Coors Light.
I had the flannel tearing away, revealing hair.
Classic.
And I had this really cheap, horrible-looking werewolf. But to me, as a kid, I was like, "It's a fucking werewolf, brah."
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like, and I remember we had to do our school at noon. Went out to the basketball court and had us do like a parade march, of all of our costumes.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was a contest. It was just to show off the costume. And I was totally into it. I was on all fours. I was howling. I was making.
You would.
I was making people laugh left and right, and that was like the highlight of me. I was like, man.
You would do that. You would definitely go on all fours and howl at the moon. And
you have to, man, if you're a werewolf.
But were you a werewolf from the Howling or American Werewolf in London? Oh.
See, I was my own werewolf. I was a lumberjack. I was a lumberjack who was lumberjacking. And one day while he was lumberjacking, he got bit by a werewolf.
So he's a Canadian werewolf.
Oh, yeah. So he's a nice werewolf.
He
was like, "Oh, hey, I'm sorry for biting you."
I'm sure
I'm sorry.
I'm sure the other show, Basement Connection, who is sponsored also by Be Real Network, would love that Canadian expression because they're from Canada.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're from Canada.
Oh, hey, I'm morphing. You may want to leave. I'm sorry.
You call your police Mounties. I'm just saying.
Oh God, here come the teeth. Oh, it's painful. I'm sorry.
So we got to tell them at 19 minutes in, they got to listen to this episode of us making fun. Because, and if they're listening to this, I want them to do, and I don't know if they can, because I don't know if there is such a thing, a stereotype Ohio person. If there is such a thing for, for Canadians.
The typical American.
Okay, so cheeseburgers and fat. I mean, that's what it would be.
Racism and cheeseburgers.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah. So, sorry, we love you, Basement Connection. It's a great show. Make sure to check them out, Basement Connection on Twitter, on Facebook, and iTunes. And they're actually really cool guys. They're a part of Be Real Network. But yes, they're from Canada. We also have another show from Seattle, so I don't know how much. I don't know how much you can make fun of them. I mean, Kurt Cobain shot himself in Seattle.
Jeez, whoa!
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Why the shift in mood?
There's no shift in. What, didn't you see the pictures a few days ago was released?
No.
You didn't see that on Facebook?
No.
Oh yeah, the police released all the crime scene photos to the public.
This is supposed to be a happy podcast.
It is happy.
No, not when you're mentioning a singer shooting himself.
I was just telling you about it. He smoked American Spirits menthol. That's what the picture showed.
That's what you deducted out of the photos? Oh, look at the cigarettes this guy smokes.
Yeah, with the heroin that was there and everything else. They didn't show anything bloody. They just...
So back to the nostalgia.
Yeah, sorry.
Back to the happiness of PodPast.
Evidently, I ruined it for Brandon.
It's just weird.
Okay,
you came
fine.
out of nowhere.
It rains all the time in Seattle.
You were like a sneaky little snake in the grass.
I'm a sneaky little snake.
Ooh. Or the movie.
Is that an actual movie?
That's an actual
movie.
movie.
Yeah, that's right. The guy transforms into a snake, right? Let's talk about some Halloween ones that I like. We got Mosquito.
That's not typical. That's not considered Halloween.
No, it's not, but that's a good Halloween movie to watch.
That's a good any time of the year movie to watch.
Yeah, because you love it, but that's good. I mean,
I would consider that actually a summer movie.
You consider it? What about Alligator? Was that a summer movie?
Well, see, like the reason why I say Mosquito's a summer movie is because when do you deal with mosquitoes?
In the summer.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
You gotta find, like, for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The day before, I would consider Halloween Eve, and then Halloween Day, the movies that are always in my lineup. Being one of them.
Yeah. Conjuring, I'm assuming, is in that.
No.
Really? Okay.
Ernest Gets Scared Stupid.
Oh, God.
Has to be.
I haven't seen that in probably 20 years, Brandon.
My favorite movie of all time, out of all movies, Creepshow.
Okay. All right.
Technically takes place in Halloween because in the beginning there is a jack-o'-lantern in their windowsill.
I prefer Creepshow 2, but okay.
You monster.
I am.
Creepshow 2 is okay.
Creepshow 2
it does not surpass number 1. So.
It has the raft and it has the hitchhiker, which...
Okay, well, I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat? I just saw that 2 years ago for the first time.
That movie...
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God.
Yeah, I know,
this
right?
is fucking Halloween.
I don't know which one is better. Like, I don't know if the kids that got killed by the bus driver was creepier, or the fucking girls that we're following that we don't know they're werewolves are actually werewolves. Like, oh God, that one's great. Trick or Treat's great.
Trick or Treat is very good.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I adore that movie to death. It's cute. It's adorable. It's funny.
Sarah Jessica Parker was the sexy one.
Oh yeah.
That horse face.
Oh come on.
Hey, South Park can say, why can't I?
You're not South Park. Yeah, let that sink in.
Move on.
Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow, the one with Johnny Depp.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll go with you on that one.
That movie. Oh my God, the imagery, the scenery, and the imagery. Oh,
it rapes the original story, but that's okay. It's still a good movie. Because the original story is not that at all. But I digress.
But it is a fun movie regardless.
Do you know what the original story is?
I've read it.
Okay, so that's why. But see, that's right. Actually, that's a good discussion. A little bit, just for a little bit. That's a good discussion because the original story, you don't know if it's actually the headless horseman or not. It could be the dude fucking with them. You don't know. This movie,
they pay tribute to that in the film.
they kinda.
They do.
But wasn't it in this? Now, this is a question I want to have since you brought it up. Now, is it in the original story, or because I remember the movie not doing this, but wasn't there some myth that the headless horseman could not cross the bridge? Was that in the original story?
I believe so.
But that has nothing to do with this movie because he crosses the bridge. Because
no,
he throws
he walks on top of the bridge. He doesn't go through the bridge.
Why can't he go through the bridge? Do we know why?
I can't remember.
Okay, but I like Christopher Walken as the headless horseman. That scene's
great.
Always great.
But he does walk. I don't know.
Because there was a part in the original story, right, where he could not walk through the bridge.
There's something to do with the bridge.
Yeah.
Well, when I say I read this story, I mean there was. Do you remember the group of books called Great Illustrated Classics?
Yes, I do.
They're hardback. Every page had an illustration.
Sure.
That's the one I read.
Okay.
So I don't even know if that one's the real story.
I mean, I read this original story, and the only thing I can tell you is Ichabod Crane is just a dude. He's just a squirmy, slimy
he's a
dude.
School teacher.
Yeah, but he's just a dude, and he's hitting on this chick that's dated by this other guy, and this other guy gets pissed, and they tell him the story of this headless horseman to scare him, and then he gets chased by the headless horseman, but as soon as he runs out of town, the guy takes off the hood, and he's like, it wasn't really me, but they're like, wait a minute, somebody else was chasing him, and something like that. It was like he thought he was scaring him, but he really wasn't. But Sleepy Hollow is really good, and that movie's directed by Tim Burton, which he did Sweeney Todd, which I like as well. So
I think Sleepy Hollow is right up there. Not only is it a staple for Halloween, I think it's, man, I don't know. I'd put that in his top 3 best films.
All right.
Well, Burton's best films.
What else you got? Because you got some good ones.
Oh man, I got to go through the catalog here. What about you? Anything that you?
Well, I don't got a movie. I got a book. I got the Scary Stories You Tell in the Dark series.
Oh, not bad.
Those are not. The story that always stuck out to me in those was the girl with the ribbon around her neck.
Okay.
Do you remember that one?
Vaguely.
She's just a beautiful woman, and she marries this guy, and he wants her to take off the ribbon around her neck. She goes, no. And eventually, on her deathbed, he's like, why do you have the ribbon on your neck? Blah, blah. She goes, you can finally take it off of me. And he takes off the ribbon, and her head falls off.
See, those are the books that I remember the drawings way more than the stories.
Because the drawings are just nightmarish.
Right.
Yeah, they're nightmarish.
Monster House?
Monster House. That's the Steven Spielberg CG one, right?
Stop motion animation.
Okay.
Or not stop. No, I'm sorry. Scratch that completely.
No.
Motion capture.
Motion capture.
Right. I knew capture was in there somewhere.
Capture somewhere.
Motion capture. Yeah, that one is
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Awesome.
Or is that more of a Christmas? Was that a Christmas one for you?
I think that's a 2-parter. I think you could do that Halloween and Christmas.
I can't watch it ever again.
Why?
2 reasons. Stop motion creeps me the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah, like I can't watch a Tool video. I just it's just the way they move. I mean, like the original King Kong, that stop motion, like movies like that, I'm fine with completely. But when they deliberately try to make it creepy and the way they move, it's so unnerving to me.
So have you seen Coraline?
Yes, I have seen Coraline, and it's like, But
wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but the second thing you don't know is the reason why I won't watch is because when you're a kid and you have something that is a traumatic experience to you.
Okay.
And you just can't deal with whatever happened at that point. So like for an example, I was put on a roller coaster by my grandfather when I was 6 years old, and I didn't know what a roller coaster was. I was 5, maybe 6, and it scared the fuck out of me.
Okay.
That's why I can't ride roller coasters anymore, because it's this thing. The reason why I can't watch Nightmare Before Christmas anymore not only is because the stop motion creeps me out, but because I watched the movie for the first time when I was sick at home with the chicken pox.
So you were by yourself.
And my mom had to go to work, and I was by myself, and the chicken pox was so bad it was inside my throat.
Wow.
It was terrible. And I found out come later when I was an adult, I spent the night at a friend's house 2 weeks prior, and we found out that, the parents got together and they wanted us to all get chicken pox from one of the boys so we can get it at a young age. Because evidently a lot of parents do that. We're not getting in a debate about parenting and chicken pox, but...
What? This is a thing?
Yeah, I'm not seriously a thing.
That's horrifying.
So, okay, but here's my question, though. Have you ever had chicken pox before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So if you have a chicken pox when you're an adult, you have a high mortality rate is what I think that they call it. You actually can die as an adult from chickenpox.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
But if you're a young kid, it's better to get it when you're a young kid because the risk of you dying is very, very slim.
I understand.
So what happened was my mom told me what she did was, because I went over at a kid's house. Of course, I'm not going to say these people's names on air.
Right.
But I've seen Nightmare on Elm Street came out. Well, Nightmare Before Christmas came out in '93, so it was '95, I would think. It was the winter of '95, and my mom rented 2 movies. She rented that one, and then a movie that I can't watch because this brings me back memories is The River Wild, starring Kevin Bacon and John C. Reilly. With Helen Hunt. Not Helen. Meryl Streep.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
I can't watch those movies because it just brings back this memory of this itchy sandpaper feeling in my throat.
You can't even watch The River Wild?
It's like ants under your skin.
Wow.
Because it just freaks. But anyway, so what I found out later when I was adult is 2 weeks prior to me getting the chicken pox, somebody had chicken pox who was a friend of mine, who was still a friend of mine to this day. And he just had the chicken pox or whatever, so he was still contagious or whatever. And all of us boys, me and 4 other boys, spent the night at his house for the weekend. And my mom told me that all the parents got together of us boys and made us spend the night there so we can get it at a very young age so we don't have to deal with it anymore.
I understand the reasoning to that, but if you strip away the idea...
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
All right.
Which I actually talked to Gina about that, and Gina said, "You don't know that's a thing?" I said, "Yeah," and she goes, "Yeah, we don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna do that to Riley though." I'm like, "But that's the thing though." She goes, "Oh yeah, because if you get it like before the age of 8, like it's supposed to be not that severe. It's supposed to be not as hardcore, but like I said, dude, I have pictures I could show you. Like, I had them in my throat. I had them on my eyelids. Like, they were all over me. And because of that itchiness of the oatmeal baths, just being miserable, those 2 movies, including with the stop motion, just triggers this memory in my brain like a roller coaster
That is odd.
It just freaks me the fuck out. Like, for example, I can't watch The Crow anymore. So, because when I was 18 years old was the last time that I got very violently sick.
Right.
And I had food poisoning. And how I found out I had food poisoning was I was home for the summer in college, and I was at my mom's house. I lived at my mom's house for the summer, and I was hungry, so I saw frozen pizza rolls. So I cooked the frozen pizza rolls, and I was watching The Crow.
Right.
And I like The Crow. I've watched it millions of times,
Yeah.
And I'm halfway through it. I'm like, oh, something's not right. And then I go to bed in the middle of the night. I wake up just both ends at the same time, miserable. Like you're naked and you're like, why? Just
the universe is pointing its finger at you.
Just completely fucked up. Well, I come to find out the next morning, I went downstairs and looked in the trash, and I found out. Now, that was the year of 2005. I'm sorry, that was the summer of 2006.
Okay.
Those pizza rolls expired in 2002.
Oh, my God.
So it was like, well, that's my own damn fault. So because of that, I haven't seen The Crow since. Because
you associate it with vomiting and shitting yourself
at the same time. Brandon, I was in the bathtub. My mom came upstairs and said, "What's wrong?" Like, I'm naked at 18, a freshman in college, naked in the bathtub, both ends, because I'm going to get it everywhere else. Yeah. It was terrible.
I don't mean to laugh.
It's terrible. It's funny. So it's like, no. So I can't watch The Crow anymore, and it's on Netflix, and it's like, and
the horror,
it's like, it's terrible. It sucks, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know how we got on that subject, but anyway, for me, like as a kid, and still now, like whenever it was Halloween time, man, it was all about the classics too. So you're talking about Wolfman, Dracula.
Well, see, here's the thing. And this may end up being a little unconventional for some people. Not that I dislike the Universal movies. I love them dearly. I think Creature from the Black Lagoon, especially, and Bride of Frankenstein. I think Bride of Frankenstein is probably one of the greatest sequels ever made.
Don't you wish that Peter Jackson would just make Creature and just get on with it? But anyway, to continue.
I think Creature from the Black Lagoon is one of the greatest, most influential monster movies.
Yeah.
I love Universal to death. However, for some odd reason, and even now to this day,
Yeah.
I have a stronger attraction to the Hammer horror films.
Now, see, I don't have any love for Hammer.
No?
So, no.
Hammer
Well, hold on. Name some, and maybe I can tell you if I remember them or not.
Horror of Dracula?
No.
The Curse of Frankenstein.
Yes, I've seen The Curse of Frankenstein. Ugh. Yeah.
The Mummy, their version of The Mummy.
I've not seen that one, no.
Brides of Dracula.
Okay, you gotta stop. I have not seen any of these.
Fuck. I can never remember the full time. I want to say it's The Curse of the Werewolf, where Oliver Reed is the Wolfman.
No.
No?
No.
Wow. Hammer, I don't know, man. There's something about Hammer that just attracts me. I want to say it's because of the Technicolor, the harsh red blood that looks like paint.
But isn't that in the 70s?
60s into 70s,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah,
Right.
mostly the 60s. 70s is when they got into more like an action adventure type films.
Didn't they do Blackula? Or is that had nothing to do with them?
I don't think that's them. No.
That's just black exploitation. Okay. I was curious.
But then I think the 70s is when they started venturing more into action adventure. Like there's a movie I really love called The Lost Continent. They did that, and they're still doing. They're sort of you'll know the Hammer name is still attached to some current releases.
Oh, really?
The Woman in Black.
Huh? Okay.
The Quiet Ones.
Don't know that one.
Those are both Hammer related. Those are both. Hammer
I know The Woman in
produced.
Black, though.
Right.
Yeah. Huh, that's interesting.
But yeah, that was even as a kid, man. I was like, whenever it was time to watch a Frankenstein movie or a Mummy movie or
Yeah.
a Dracula, man, our video rental place, I would always go for the Hammers.
Yeah, different for me. My classics, which I do respect the Universal ones, and may I just add, the Universal's trying to reboot.
Yeah.
And they were not a very successful reboot with Dracula Untold, but Johnny Depp did sign on to do The Invisible Man. So,
Man.
they're trying to do it. But they're trying to get them all together, too, like Avenger style as well.
Right.
So, my classics was, and these are remakes, was, the Blob remake, which I would argue is better than the original.
Yeah.
I love the Blob remake.
Well, see, for me, I don't hate the original. It's just, the original is definitely a product of its time.
That's a product of its time, but I just liked how they did it different. I mean, like, the Blob is a lot different.
Oh, yeah.
And I love it. And I'm still waiting for Rob Zombie's remake. So, The Fly remake. That's still one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time.
Okay.
And also, I would say that movie is not only my personal top 10 favorite movies of all time, but I also would argue the top 50 greatest movies of all time. Because I don't think the movie's really about him turning into a fly. I think the movie's about AIDS, but I'm not going to... That's not a different podcast.
Different show.
Because, of course, that came out right when the HIV virus became prevalent. And then I would also go with... what was it? Shit, I had them. The Fly, The Blob, Shining. I would definitely go with The Shining. I watched a lot. Exorcist.
So your Halloween traditions were more about... I don't know. I don't want to say conventional.
Sure.
But
Go with that.
it was not that they're bad movies. I love them dearly too. I don't know. It seems very, and not that I wouldn't pass them up on Halloween. Like those are movies I definitely put in during the October month.
Sure.
Of course. It's just for me. It was I don't know, man. Like when it comes to Halloween, within the last 4 days of it, for me, it's all about I got to make sure to put in every movie I can that has a gothic atmosphere.
Sure.
You know, I love the castles. I love the fog. I love the not in your face horror. I love horror that's done in sparse.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
like the Cat People is a great
Cat People, nice.
is a great example of how that movie is it scares you more on a sense of what you don't see and sound.
Sure.
You know, same thing can be said with the original Haunting.
Yeah, the original. See, we did talk about that, but the remakes of Haunting and also House on Haunted Hill. House on Haunted Hill remake, I watch a lot.
It's fun. It's fun. It is. The remake of the Haunting.
It's not great.
But see, those are the movies I'm a huge fan. And as you know, like I just picked up actually, House of Wax, 1953's
in
House of Wax.
3D.
Yeah.
Which you gotta buy a 3D TV now.
It comes 2D, thankfully. Which is a remake.
The original the original House of Wax is a remake.
No, Vincent Price's
is the remake of the 2004-2005 one.
Oh well, no. Like Vincent Price's the 1953 is a remake of 1933's Mystery of the Wax Museum.
Gotcha. So I don't know why people bitch about remakes. They've been doing it for years.
They've been doing it for fucking years.
Nice.
So I don't know, like the movies that really speak to me, and even television. Like I have one of my favorite. It's going back to Hammer. Hammer did a TV show back in the 80s called Hammer House of Horror.
Nope.
And it's a I believe 13 episode show because they also did Hammer House of Mystery and Suspense, I believe.
Of course.
But I mean that is when it for some odd reason when October hits, my mind is like I gotta just watch not only my favorites but seek out movies from 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, like the black and white, or that when color was becoming a new thing for movies.
You see, I don't do any of that till the week of Halloween.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get into it until the week of.
I throw in some others in there too. Like I think Dead Silence is another.
Oh, you know what? That is getting huge on the internet, by the way. I mean, Dead Silence is becoming a huge cult following now. I don't know if you noticed that.
I have a little bit, and I think it's because a lot of people are understanding why it's great. It's because, to me, I think Dead Silence is one of the best Tales from the Crypt episodes that have never been made.
Is it because of that ending?
Yeah.
Because you did not know that she was puppeting the guy at all?
It's brilliant.
Yeah. you like that, huh?
It's brilliant. It's so Tales from the Crypt.
But see, wouldn't it be great, though, if there wasn't a ghost and she was just a fucked up bitch that just puppeted him to begin with?
Well, no, because I think what's great about the movie itself is it focuses itself around a legend.
Sure.
And like I grew up in a small town, a small redneck town surrounded by woods.
Yeah.
So legends and myths and urban legends, like
yeah,
that's what made living in that small town a little bit of enjoyment is all the weird ass nasty history.
Okay.
That surrounds that town. So that's why I think it's great.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, for me, I would always go back and watch American Werewolf in London.
Right.
I would some of the new ones. I would go back and watch Conjuring, Paranormal Activity 1.
James Wan is I would say he's probably this generation's John Carpenter.
And I would argue to say that, well, it's not an argument, it's my personal opinion because I experienced it. The Conjuring is the only movie recently that I've seen as an adult, like 30-year-old man, that literally scared me where I was afraid to turn off the lights in the hallway when I was going to bed.
Really?
Like it was just that. It was that creepy. And it was really good. And I want to show my wife it, but she was like, no. Like, it was pulling teeth just to show her It Follows. I mean, she has no interest in horror movies, period. So.
Oh, okay, so let's, we've been talking about a lot of movies that we watch still. Let's reverse it back to childhood again.
Yeah.
What are some things that you remembered about trick-or-treating itself? Like, were there certain houses that was always you had to avoid?
Yeah.
Were there certain houses you had to hit?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't remember the houses,
right.
But I just remember, one house on my street, which you knew what street I grew up in as a kid.
Yeah.
There was one house that always passed out apples,
okay.
and nobody went to that house. I mean, they had a bunch of apples afterwards. I can tell you that. My grandparents was always the big ones. My grandparents, they changed the candy, but back in the day, they always passed out Oreos or Reese's.
Oh,
so
Oreos
or
nice.
Reese's, so it was either or. And of course, times have so changed. Back in the day, they literally just opened up bags of Oreos and the kids just grabbed them.
Right.
You can't do that anymore, but
unfortunately.
But I mean that was a big deal.
Right.
I remember one Halloween, I enjoyed the fuck out of it because this was 1997. I was 10 years old. I remember this because yo-yos became cool again. I don't know if you remember that.
I do actually.
And it was the K2 or whatever brand of yo-yos. K something, I don't remember what they called it. Maybe not even K something.
Fuck. Yeah,
but
I know
it was
what you're talking about.
Something K, and it had to be a butterfly brand of K something brand. And you were not cool if you did not have that.
Oh man, that was middle school for me.
Yeah, that was middle school. Yeah, me too. Yeah, around that time. And I was 10 years old. It was 97. And I remember this because, long story short, Dad used to live in a house on the main street of town where he shared it was like a 2-3 story house, and every room was like an apartment.
Like apartment type.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that house.
And Dad lived in that house with like 6 other guys. Now, when I'm explaining to you this, I'm going to explain to you in detail so you understand, so you know that Dad's not creepy. It was a big 2-3 story old house on the main street. Still there. And actually it turned into one big house. And there was a hallway up in the main part, and there was one community bathroom, which kind of sucked. But it was kind of like a dorm room setting where every individual bedroom was a person's apartment room, essentially. And the rooms were either big or small to do whatever you so choose with. Mostly it was a bedroom, no kitchen, nothing like that. And next door to that was very, very fussy neighbors that just put up fencing and stuff. They bought this old house that's next to where Dad used to live in that time.
Right, the one right on the corner?
On the corner, and that summer, they blamed you for cutting their cable.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, they blamed you for some odd reason that you cut their cable.
I always played in the backyard.
You always played in the backyard. And
they assumed that since I was the only physical being back there, it was like, oh, because obviously I know how to open up, at that age, I knew how to open up a junction box.
Yeah, and know which cable line to cut.
Right.
and you're 3 years younger than me, so I was 10, so you were 7.
Right.
So, yeah, clearly. But anyway, so it was that summer, and yo-yos were huge, and you had to have this, you were not cool with the yo-yo unless you had that particular brand. Well, anyway, the reason I'm bringing up the whole where Dad lived and the neighbors and everything was that Halloween, there was a couple of friends and I that we're still friends this day, where Dad wanted to show me a flick.
Okay.
And so I was trick-or-treating with them. So we all came over to Dad's place, and Dad was all excited, so he made his little room. If you remember, the room I'm remembering is the one up front, where you open up the bedroom window and you see Main Street, and it had a little closet cubby where you and I slept on.
Right, because right when you walked in was essentially the bed. Which is,
that's all the rooms. And Dad was so excited that I was having friends over, because that's never happened, and he cleaned it up. It looked immaculate. He was so proud of it, and he wanted to and we were all playing with our yo-yos, and he wanted to show us a movie that he rented that he's never seen before, and he showed us Children of the Corn 3 Urban Harvest.
Oh, the best one!
And we all thought it sucked. We were 10 years old.
You were 10?
We were 10.
How would you think it sucked?
Well, think about this. We were 10 years old. It was me and 3 other friends, right? Yo-yos were all the thing. Dad got so pissed. Stop playing with the goddamn yo-yos, will you? Because he was watching the movie, and we were just like, with the yo-yo, And he's like, you know what? Just go out trick-or-treating. So we went out, and we would trick, and it poured that night. It was pouring down rain that night. So Dad didn't. See,
I would have been the complete opposite. I would have been like, all you would have had to tell. Even well, of course, Dad didn't know.
Yeah.
But shit, man, like. Children of the Corn 3 has a fucking amazing monster in the end.
Well, now I mean, because I see it.
Like, for me at that age, all you would have been like, hey, dude, this movie's got a monster. I would have been quiet the entire fucking movie waiting for this monster.
Oh, yeah.
I would have been like, what, trick-or-treating what?
Yeah. I don't remember what I was that year, unfortunately. But I remember just like blurps, so I'm putting it together as I kind of remember it, Like, I remember yo-yos, Dad's house, Children of the Corn 3, Friends. We cared more about yo-yos and trick-or-treating than some movie from the 80s.
See, oh man, and I will remember this to the day I die, because it was the first time ever that a random house scared me so much that I peed.
Oh, nice. Classic.
I can remember peeing a little bit.
Yeah, nice.
And so, and we had no idea what the house was, but it was within the city limits. It was in a neighborhood, and I can remember going up there, and it was a guy. He was dressed up as an old hermit, and he was like, "Come, kids, come now."
So he was big into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was big into it.
So we were like, me and my cousin at the time, cousin by marriage. He was on my stepdad's side. We went up to this house. We got our candy, and he was like, and he leaned in close then.
Yeah.
And he was like, now, I'm going to warn you boys.
Nice.
there is a legend that surrounds my house that even I am afraid of.
He came up with this whole elaborate story.
It was beautiful. Now that I think about it, it was beautiful.
Bravo.
Next to his house was a huge shed.
Okay.
So he was like, you boys better run along now. It's getting kind of late. Get back to your parents now. Hurry.
He was into this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we had our candy, and we were coming back, and all of a sudden he was like, boys, listen, stop, hurry, listen. And we're looking around, we're like, what? And all of a sudden we hear,
chainsaw
and we're like, my cousin and I are looking at each other like, what the, we're like, what's going on? And he's like, oh no, the legend's coming true, boys. Run now, hurry.
I love your accent with it. It's great.
And all of a sudden, those fucking 2 bay doors just burst open, and it's a guy in overalls. He's got this nasty mask and a chainsaw, real chainsaw.
Yeah.
Run, chasing us back to our cars. Because it was my stepdad had this truck, so what we did was the tailgate was down, and we all just sat on the tailgate, and he just drove through town.
I'm sure your stepdad was pissing his pants, laughing hysterically.
Mom and Dad both, because they knew the guy. Mm-hmm. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I literally had pee in my pants.
That's an amazing story.
And my cousin was actually crying. Like, he cried, and the guy felt bad about it, and he was like, he showed us, he was like, look. It was a real chainsaw, but it didn't have the chain.
Yeah.
It didn't have the teeth.
Yeah.
So it was just, and he revved it up, and he showed us it was just, it was rotating with no chain.
Yeah.
Of course.
It was. That's a hell of a good elaborate scare, man. That's just perfect.
I will forever remember that, because I never had that trick or treat experience again. No one else ever went to the lengths of creating this atmosphere.
Yeah, which all he said was, there's a legend.
That's all he said.
That's all he said, which you could interpret, but it's just a guy in a chainsaw.
Right.
You know, it's that's great.
He was so perfect and obscure with his story that there was, because he knows, hey, I got to make this story as short as possible because there's other kids coming.
Yeah. And you got to make it a big deal.
Right.
There's a legend, and then chainsaw happens. That's great.
And as a kid, you hear the word legend or myth, and your imagination immediately goes to fucking, oh my God. Like, what legend? Like, why?
Yeah.
And then before your brain can deduct what he's trying to talk about, he's already ushering you along. He's like, all right, you boys better get along now.
Sure.
Like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Fuck. That's great. You see, that's one thing that you and I talked about doing some years in the future here, is to do a haunted house here in our garage, kind of a setting for kids, and make it fun, because that's what Halloween's about. It's not about who's the coolest Power Ranger, who's Thor or Hulk. It's supposed to be fun and scary.
Halloween has this aura that just everybody as a kid will always remember something in Halloween. Mm-hmm. And that's what's great about Halloween, in the same sense as Christmas. You know, there's
Christmas, you got your toys.
Halloween is about the horror, man. It's about, and it's also what's great about Halloween is you can be whoever you want to be without judgment.
Exactly, yeah, which is great too. It's Halloween. I think we can sum up in a nutshell. Halloween is, like we said earlier, scary, fun as a kid.
And even now, I'm almost 30. My wife's almost 30. And like I said at the beginning of the show, the moment October 1st hits, we're little kids again.
Yeah.
For all 31 days.
Yeah.
All we can think about is Halloween. We haven't watched. It's the 15th right now?
It's 15th.
We have literally watched nothing else
about Halloween movies
except horror films and
great.
Science fiction movies. That's all we care about right now. And it's on our vacation that's coming up, we're gonna have 9 days of vacation from our work, and those 9 days we're gonna just venture around and find corn mazes. We're gonna find local haunted houses, and like we do every year.
Yeah, haunted hay rides. Those are always fun.
Oh yeah, and it's we're almost 30. We have no children of our own yet, but to us it's oh my God, it's our favorite time of the year, because it's, I don't know, it's our biggest appreciation.
Yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, Halloween's definitely something that will always be fun. I think I'll have a lot more fun with Halloween now.
That you have a child.
That I
which
have a child.
I think, yeah, man, you're gonna like as she gets older.
Oh yeah, that's what's gonna. I mean, like clearly when she's a little girl, she's gonna be a pretty princess and all that stuff,
right?
You know, but as she gets older, it could be a little bit more fun, And,
like a zombie prom queen.
Yeah.
Like things like that. That's,
or there's or if she decides to wear something slutty, I'm like, hey. Where you going dressed up like that?
Hey.
I'm just going to Tiffany's. Yeah, hey, go upstairs, take off that makeup.
You're not going to Tiffany's.
You're Sawkill, not a whore.
You're not going to Tiff's.
You're not going to Tiff's. I'm going to call her parents. Oh, my God. Don't make me send my flying DeLorean over at you. I mean, my God. Oh, my God. But, no, yeah, I mean, Halloween's fun. The movies are great. The TV shows are great. I mean, fuck, Walking Dead starting soon. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff Halloween-esque that's just great. And for me, though, still, I mean, I'm more of a summer guy. I'm more of the beaches, mojitos, margaritas, be on a pontoon boat. That's
See,
that's
I
me.
love that too.
That's me.
I definitely love that too. Every time of the year has its perks, no doubt. For me, it's fall, man. Like,
yeah.
I'm a huge woods guy. I fucking adore the woods.
Yeah.
I love woods. So like to see the woods change, to see leaves come down, to see like it becomes gloomy, it becomes cloudier, the wind starts picking up. It just, for some odd reason, fall just knows it's like, hey, you guys love spookiness, so we're gonna make the atmosphere spooky. Like,
so right now that I'm wearing polo and basketball shorts, you're pissed because it should be a little breezy, a little wet.
The sun shouldn't be out. It should be cloudy and gloomy. It should be that eeriness in the air.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad that it's warm because I know how fucking cold it can get up here.
Yeah. Last year was great. Well, let's see what happens this year.
But at the same time, it's just like I'm glad the leaves are changing.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Like there's been a couple of days already where it's been just really overcast and it's just like Shirai's like, oh my god, at any moment there could be a mass killer. Like,
nice.
That's just, I love that feeling.
Nice. Classic. Well, that kind of pretty much concludes our episode for PodPast. This is our Halloween special.
Halloween special.
And then the next episode is going to be a fun episode. We are actually going to be doing something totally different. You know what that is, Brandon?
Oh, watching a movie live?
We're watching a movie live. So this is an idea that we came up with a long time ago. So I have a fan theory for the original 3 Screams. I'm not going to get into that theory. You'll get into it when you listen to the show.
Well, more specifically, I remember you telling me the theory correlates more with 1 and 3.
Mostly 1 and 3. Mostly, yes. And you will listen to that theory, but what we're doing is something fun. No copyright infringements intended. This is just for fun, but we are actually going to be watching the movie, and you're going to be hearing it as we're talking about it in the background. So you're going to hear the scenes, you're going to hear the action, and our reaction to the scenes, the reaction, and us, of course, myself telling the story about my theory and Brandon's reaction and added on to that theory and whatnot. So that's going to be our next episode after the Halloween episode is a full hour and 40-minute episode of Scream and everything. So think of it as a DVD commentary, essentially.
Like a fan commentary.
A fan commentary.
Cool.
So that will be our next episode, and then after that, we will let you know.
Right.
We'll let you know.
We're gonna dive back into the nostalgia pool.
Go right back into it. It's my turn after that. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Beer.
Beer. What?
Yeah, beer. Yeah, beer. Beer will be an episode. You know why?
Why?
That'll be a fun episode. The joke. You remember your first beer? That'll be a story to tell about what you thought of beer.
Oh,
because
God.
The reason why I say this and I guess I'll just conclude it with this. I never was allowed to drink coffee when I was a kid. Like every time, my family has a log cabin up north, and we'd go snowmobiling and stuff. And my grandfather would always have coffee, and I always wanted to have coffee, because he would drink, and I wanted to be like him, And he was like, no, you can't have coffee because it's an adult drink. It stunts your growth, Right. It's just stupid shit, right? And because when you're told as a kid that you can't have it, you want it. and then you idolize what you can't have. So, like, there are certain brands of beer that have long expired that I've always wanted to try that I never could because it's gone.
Okay.
So, like, just like your first beer that you had, what you thought it tasted like,
well,
stuff
that
like
episode could probably, like, can transition into other things, too. Like, I guess, actually, you know what that episode would be really cool to do? Not only beer, but first times of getting into Major Trouble.
Yep, Major Trouble will be good too. I mean, everybody who's listening to the show is just going along for the ride with us, man.
Yeah.
Figuring everything out, put it on the table. We are more honest than politicians, clearly. So, anyway, but thank you so much for listening to this episode. Make sure to check us out at Be Real Network. That's BREEL Network.com. You can also find us on iTunes. Download this episode and many others according with the network. But on us on iTunes, you can find us at Movie Guys Podcast on iTunes. Download the episodes for free. You can check us on Twitter, which is PodPast Show. On Facebook, on Twitter, on all the social medias.
All the greatness.
But thank you so much for downloading this episode. And for that last time tonight, this is Jordan.
And this is Brandon. And I want to let you guys know for the Halloween season, of course, always be safe. Have lots of fun. And if you have any memories that you'd like to share with us, what your favorite moments in Halloween was, or something that you really, something that really happened to you as a kid, like a crazy or funny story, let us know. We'd like to hear them.
Tweet about it.
Tweet it.
Yes. And be careful of the razor blades and the apples.
Hey, you can't prove that.
Can't prove it. So, talk to you guys later. Have a good night.
Good night.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by the Be Real Podcast Network. For more episodes like this, go to BREELnetwork.com. Enjoy the show.
Fatality.